Hello, and welcome to another edition of the Late Night Amateur Soda Pop Review. For tonight's entry, we have the Pepsi Salted Caramel. This is the second of two flavors that Pepsi came out, or concoctions really, that Pepsi released for the holiday season this year. The other being the Mountain Dew Holiday Blend, which isn't really a new flavor because it was Code Red and regular Mountain Dew mixed together. This is an actual bona fide new flavor. Salted caramel, featuring natural and artificial flavors. I'm not sure what sort of natural flavors they would get for the caramel. Do they go out to the caramel fields and harvest the caramel at the peak of freshness and make sure they get the best distilled caramel juice they possibly can? I don't know. And they certainly don't. They're certainly not getting the natural flavor from the thing that mostly gives caramel taste, because the second ingredient on this stuff is high fructose corn syrup. So I'm not sure what they're going on with that. That said, I think this is probably a better idea than the Pepsi Fire that was out this summer. The cinnamon and the Pepsi really didn't complement one another, but the cola nuts that form the basis of a flavor of cola, I think would go along a bit better with a caramel flavor, I would imagine. But I guess we're going to find out here and see how this goes. So let's see what we have. Even smells a bit like caramel. You know what? Unlike the Pepsi Fire, which was Pepsi with cinnamon in it, this tastes like a caramel soda pop. The caramel, from the aroma, from a bit of the when it first touches your tongue and goes through the makes its way through your mouth, and even the aftertaste. You can taste the caramel right there on your front teeth. It sticks with you just like caramel would. But the caramel masks the Pepsi flavor. It's hard to see. Excuse me, hard to taste. Because it looks like a regular cola, right? And this isn't a bottle, so we obviously know the color of it. We're going to pour it out and put it into a glass. There's a nice head. Yeah, it's about the regular cola color. Well, the texture is definitely regular Pepsi. But it's interesting how much the caramel flavor just overpowers the cola flavor. Maybe it's because the flavors are, in fact, so complementary that they just fold in, and maybe the cola flavor is there, and I'm just not paying any attention to it because, ooh, caramel. So this is all right. This is actually pretty good. This is not something that I would have with food, though. Not even sweets, especially because whenever I have sweets with soda pop, the sweets, the candy or cookies or whatever I'm having, the sweetness in that usually overpowers the sweetness of the soda pop and makes the soda pop taste bitter and off a little bit. Well, maybe not bitter, but it's not as sweet. And this is obviously caramel flavor, trying to compete with a candy level of sweetness. So this would be a good soda pop just to have on its own. You're thirsty. Excuse me. You want something tasty and sweet with a bold flavor? Well, can you have a bold and a mellow flavor? You know, it's like caramel. It's like, oh, okay. Caramel flavored soda pop. Why not? Maybe not the best thing for a hot summer day, but it's December, so the hot summer days are a few months off yet. This is actually a fairly clever time to release something like this for the holidays. And yeah, this is pretty tasty. Would I take this over a regular Pepsi? I might. I might. Again, if I was just going to have a soda, not if I was going to have it with lunch, or if I was really hot and thirsty. The caramel flavor doesn't lend itself to refreshment so much, but it's just a nice, pleasant drink to have, I suppose, like a cordial, an after dinner soda, if you can grok something like that. But there you go. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I'd have this on its own, and so there you go. If that's the sort of thing that you might enjoy, then by all means go out and enjoy it. And that's all we have for tonight. Thank you for watching. Have a good night. Happy holidays, and all of that.